start this vlog in the car because I just dropped my little Ruru off at daycare. Some of you were wondering when I got a dog, like what the heck I'm gonna do with her when I have finals and when I have job, like if I have to go in for my job, like what am I going to do with this child? And I found a daycare nearby. I will say she went for like a little trial run yesterday. I did not like what was happening. I could see her on the camera and I just didn't feel comfortable. So I went in there and I was like, hey, I'd like to cancel my membership. I just don't think this is gonna be the right fit for us. And then the girl was like, oh no, just come back tomorrow. Like, how about you just come tomorrow? You'll come for free and we'll just see how she does. And so I was like, for free? Okay. Because I mean, it's not like super duper expensive, but it's not cheap. So I was just like, all right, let me just do it. So I did it, and I just dropped her off, and I just got a coffee as well. Today is my crim final. So I'm a little, I don't know, like the wake up was a little slow, definitely a lot slower than last semester. Like, you guys, last semester I was on one. I woke up probably at like 6:30. I just got up, literally shot out of bed. I had time to like relax a little bit. I obviously went to go get coffee, made a smoothie. I mean, I'm trying to think of what else I did. I had like my snacks prepared. I was reading through my outline. Like, everything I was on one, okay? I do still feel as though I am like still pretty jittery about it, and I still want to do really well, obviously, but I'm not at that level of like, not necessarily, maybe yeah, excitement. Like, I think it's gonna set in. I'm like, what? It's like 8:30 right now, and the exam's gonna be at 10. So it'll probably settle in around 9 that this test is really happening. I will say I feel good about this exam, so that could also be another reason why I'm not super jittery. Last semester, my first exam was Civ Pro, and also remember the whole thing of them like pushing finals back and all this stuff, so the anticipation was really building. But my first exam was Civ Pro. Sorry that I literally look like it's an earthquake. My first exam was Civ Pro, so I was like pretty nervous, okay, because that class, I was like so afraid that was gonna be one of my hardest tests. Turned out to be one of my best classes, so that's hilarious. But the point being is that I was just way more like daggone near hyperventilating before these exams, and now this time around I'm kind of just like, I'm not gonna be upset with myself for feeling like this, because obviously the experience of having taken other exams already is what is making me feel this way. So I'm not even gonna make myself think that I should be scared that I am confident about this exam. But I can't lie that it is a little weird, because I would have just thought that it would all feel the same every single time, because the exams don't necessarily like change with intensity. Like, they're all hard, but I think it's just like having that experience beforehand to be like, okay, you've been through this, you know what it's like. I don't know. So that exam is from 10 to 1. It's 3 hours. And I mean, really, I have just been like, I really didn't film how I studied while I was doing it. This time I really am going to wait until finals are over to share what I did and didn't do differently. I've been kind of giving you guys tidbits here and there about what it is that I'm going to do differently and what it is that I'm going to keep the same in terms of my study habits. So you guys have already gotten like some idea, I believe, based on some of my last videos. I'm not going to share like the whole thing until all of this is said and done. We'll just talk about it. We'll talk about how I feel. I have an exam today, and then I have an exam on Friday. I have an exam for my elective, which is international law, but the weird thing about that exam is it's kind of like the other 2Ls and 3Ls exams, where they're like checkout take-home exams. These, for the other doctrinal classes like property and crim, I have to, like, the test opens and then you have 3 hours to complete the test when you open that test. And most of the time you have to take it within the window that they tell you that the test will be open for, so like from 10 to 1 or whatever. On Thursday, which is tomorrow, on Thursday, my international law exam is going to open up at 8, and then it will be due on Sunday at 12. So it's kind of weird. It's cool that I get that long to do it, but sometimes I'd rather just have that 3-hour window where I know I just gotta spaz and finish it, as opposed to like, it's pretty much like a paper, you know? And so it's like, if I know I have all this time to like complete something, especially while I still have other things to study for, so, you know, it's a 3-credit class, so it's still important, still can affect my grade pretty, well, so I'm obviously want to take it seriously and I want to do well, but I'm just saying, like, you know, it's kind of annoying when you know that, like, you'll take some of these exams and then you'll just be done with that class, whereas, like, okay, this exam opens on Thursday and then I can work on it maybe a little bit every day, so whatever. I think to each their own. I don't want to complain about having time, but that's just kind of where I'm at mentally with it. And then Friday I have my property exam pretty much from the same time, but I think that will be a 4-hour exam. And then I won't have my last exam until next Thursday. So I'll have like a whole week pretty much until I have to take that last exam, which is good because that class is con law and your girl definitely needs to really, you know, definitely just needs to strengthen up a little bit more on her con law. So I'm excited, you know, I'm ready to just begin the process of getting this done, because as soon as that first exam hits, I know it's like a snowball effect and everything just happens like boom, boom, boom right after it. The anticipation definitely was not as crazy as last semester, but still pretty nutty. But we're here. I'm gonna go inside and pretty much just get my body ready for this, like mentally, get all my outlines just feeling good together, and then I'm pretty much just gonna sit there and look through my charts, look through my outline, maybe spend the last 20 minutes just watching something funny on YouTube, so that I'm not like, I just want to be in a good mood. Last time I would call my sister and we would dance, but my sister is in school now, so I can't call her. But, you know, I'll listen to some good music, burn some incense, watch something funny, like a comedy sketch on YouTube. That always makes me feel good. And then I will probably check in with you guys afterwards. Like, this is really it, guys. 1L year is almost over. Thank you, sweet baby Jesus. We are almost there, guys. Okay, guys, so it is 9:51. We've got 9 minutes until this exam opens up. I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what my setup is looking like. We've got the computer, my outlines printed. I don't have binders this time because I never got around to it, and I just found a way to kind of get everything on here, which is like my charts / attack outline, and I was able to just sort of divide everything. So I actually kind of like this a little bit better. It's less bulky and I can really just flip through it pretty easily, and have more space for everything. Obviously, coffee, water on deck. Don't need a snack. Last time I definitely I don't know why I had a snack last time. I did not eat it. So yep, so I've got that set up, and then on my board I just have some other things that I really just want to like have at the ready, just in case if I just need to look up. Most of the time you will find that with these exams, especially if you've like been practicing a lot, and if you are feeling like pretty good with all of the rules and the elements and stuff, you don't really find yourself going to your outline that often, like especially at least in the beginning. Maybe towards the end when you just want to make sure that you're not missing anything, you will go through all of it just to be like, okay, is there anything else that I can add to my answer? But you really just go off your head and you don't really even realize like, oh, I actually do know quite a bit. I put stuff on my board because this is like the quick stuff that I know personally I easily forget when I do my practice exams. So I'm just putting them up there because it's very easy for me to just be like, easy access just to look up and remember when I'm writing about this particular rule or whatever, don't forget this certain element or don't forget that. whatever it might be. So yeah, I just wanted to just update you guys that this is what my setup was looking like. This is how I'm feeling. Listen to some of my hype songs. We've got 7 minutes now, and it'll open up. I'll have 3 hours to complete it, and then I will check in with you guys afterwards. I'm hoping I'm not like dead after, because I really want to study for property, which is on Friday, and I'll have like the rest of the afternoon to do that. So I'm just really hoping that it's not going to be too bad where I'm like passed out after, like I was after the Civ Pro exam. That had me shook, okay? For the next like 6 minutes, I'm probably just gonna sit here and like scroll or something, or I don't know, look through my outline. I'm feeling weird. Obviously the anxiety definitely built up from like when I first turned this camera on, so I should have known that was gonna happen, but it's okay. These are good nerves. It's good to be nervous. It means, you know, I'm excited, and it means that I care about what I'm about to do, so this is good. I'm done. Well, not really. I just finished that crim exam, and honestly, I have to admit, like, I remember last semester with my Civ Pro exam, like my first exam, the hours just flew by. Like, there was not a moment of rest for me in that exam, because there was multiple choice, and then immediately after that I had to write like 2 or 3 essays. So there was not a lot of time to sit there, ponder, you know, take a breath, consider. Like, there was none of that. But now for this exam, it was 3 hours, and it kind of dragged. And I'm not gonna say like dragged as in I wish I didn't have that much time, because I think it was the perfect amount of time. But in terms of how ideal it was, in that I was able to, you know, get all my answers down, completely answer every single question, and then go back and check my answers for the most part. So I was really happy about that. I was strict with myself about how much time I spent on each essay, and it really does make a difference. Like, when the professor says, you know, this is worth, sometimes they won't give you like a time limit, but they'll say this essay is worth 35 points, this essay is worth 45 points, whatever. If they tell you points, you should usually just convert that into minutes. If it's 45 points, that means 45 minutes. If it's 90 points, that means 90 minutes. And if you stick to those time limits, there's a reason why they put it there, and you really should try and follow it, because it will allow you to make the best use of your time and not feel like you are scrambling at the end to get everything in. I'm just really happy with that. I'm really happy with the amount of time, but I will say it did feel longer. I had time to go to the bathroom in the middle of my exam. I'm not even gonna lie. Had time to go to the bathroom, had time to, you know, sip some water, sip some coffee while I was going through, just pondering, actually thinking about how I wanted to answer something before I went into it. So I know that part of that does come with preparation, obviously, because I felt, you know, I had done multiple practice tests before that, so I knew sort of the speed at which I needed to do everything. But I definitely was still more surprised, because I thought I was just going to feel even more overwhelmed, but instead I felt pretty much the same as I did when I was doing the practice exam. So again, only good problems to have, but just kind of enlightening you guys on sort of the difference in how I've felt from last semester to this semester. I have property on Friday, so that could be a whole other completely different story, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but you know, obviously we're just going to take it one day at a time. I'm going to take a break right now, and I'm going to go work out, probably for like 30 minutes, honestly, because I have to go pick up Rue from daycare. So yeah, I'll probably just go work out, pick up Rue. I have a phone call at 3 that I need to be back at the house for. So while I'm doing that, I'll probably just make some food, and then, you know, eat, maybe watch TV, and get ready to start studying again. I just have to get right back to the books, because, you know, this is a marathon. Like, I have to, you know, play the long game here, and I don't want to waste a whole solid afternoon, which is so funny, because last semester, after every single exam, like, I could not get myself to do anything else. After that Civ Pro exam, I had to lay down and sleep. Like, granted, I was on a Friday, so I kind of had like the rest of the weekend to study, whereas right now it's, you know, I don't have that, and so it's going to be like kind of back to back in a sense.
But regardless, I had time to just lay my head down, and I didn't want to do anything for the rest of the day. This time, I do not feel that way. I don't feel dead, so that's good. I'm gonna go work out, do some stuff, and then study. I'm not gonna like stay up late or anything like that, though. I definitely want to still continue getting some sleep, but it's just not gonna be, it's not like I'm gonna, only study for like 2 hours. Like I definitely still want to get like a good like 5 hour session in of studying for property. So that's what we're gonna do, y'all. And again, just take it day by day. Be glad that one class is done and over with, and I don't have to think about it again until I take the bar. And I can move on with my life for now.
Hello. Cheers. Hello, everyone. It's finally day 2, or final number 2. I haven't really been filming like in between because I really just want this to be kind of about like my feelings like before and after exams, and just kind of talking about just how I'm feeling, and like if I'm feeling ready, if I'm feeling excited, whatever. I am getting ready for my property exam. It's in 2 hours, so it's 8:30 right now. My exam is at 10:30, and I should be done at, she says, 4 hours. It's like we are allotted 4 hours to do it, but it should really only take us 3 hours. But it's a 4-credit class, so and trust me, with property, I'm gonna take all the time that I can get. So if you want to give me 4 hours, babe, I will take the 4 hours. Don't you worry. Again, I think it will hit me like it kind of did on Wednesday, like maybe an hour before, when really things start to really like, okay, like it's really happening. Like you have to sit through this exam. But right now, I'm not feeling that yet. A part of me is also just like, I'm not gonna freak out about the things that I feel insecure, like the topics in property that I feel insecure about, because there's nothing I can do about that right now. I have good outlines. I have all these charts that I made. Also, I have to show, like, I cannot wait to tell you guys how I studied, and just like I took a very, very different approach this semester, and it will be very interesting to see what the result of that is going to be. But obviously, I'm going to share it with you guys regardless of how well it goes, because I want to be transparent, and so that you can at least learn from my mistakes if if this doesn't turn out, if this doesn't work in my favor. I definitely want to help you guys prevent some of my mistakes. But look, like, this has been a very interesting process this semester, and my feelings have also been very interesting. Like, I'm much more okay now with the idea that I can't know everything, and that the exams are not going to be like, not everybody's going to get all the answers. So I guess the excitement of last semester has definitely, it wore off in March. The excitement has worn off, so I'm much more just like, let's get through this, let's do our very best, let's attack it the way we know how to attack it. We've seen these examples before. I've done practice exams, I've gone through these outlines, I've made freaking charts, so I know what I know, and if I come across something I don't know, I have my outlines, it's open book. Like, I'm just gonna do my best, and that's really how I'm feeling right now. I think last semester, on things that I felt really insecure about, like especially with contracts, I was a lot more down on myself, and just like, I don't know, I didn't feel like, on things that I didn't feel confident about, that made me fear the exam a lot. But I'm realizing, like, I think I know a lot more than what I don't know. So I just need to focus on what I know, and then do my best to attack those questions, where I don't feel as confident. That's all I can do. That's literally all I can do. After the completion of this exam today, I will also have my international law exam, which I told you guys is due on Sunday. And that exam opened up yesterday. So I opened it just to kind of look at it, see, okay, like, what am I working with here? What do I have to do by Sunday? And it looks like something that I can start this afternoon, finish all day tomorrow. Like, I'm literally just only going to work on that all day tomorrow, because I don't want to sacrifice any more days for constitutional law, which is next Thursday. So I will just literally do it all day on Saturday, finish that up, and then Sunday through Wednesday is just going to be completely con law, and then I am done.
So I'm very excited. This weekend's gonna feel like a nice, hopefully like a nice reprieve, at least on Sunday, just to kind of like ease, you know, out. I'll feel done with at least half of my exams, or over half my exams. And then, you know, just kind of get into it for the last one. So anyways, that's my little update with you guys. All day yesterday I studied from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed. I probably took 2 breaks, one to like, you know, just to relax and to eat dinner. But the most part, I was just studying all day, like looking through practice exams, looking through my outline, making more charts, whatever I felt like I needed to do. Me and my friends studied literally all day. So today, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna go into it with a positive mindset. We're gonna rely on God, and we are just going to be proud of ourselves no matter what for sitting through it, completing it, and trying our absolute best. We'll update you guys obviously after the exam, and if I have anything else to share with you all, I will do that. But I'm going to now just look through my charts, look through my outlines again. Honestly, just, again, I'm not learning anything new in this time. I'm just looking through things just to make myself feel better. So yeah, that's about it. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Hey y'all. Where was the last time I left you guys? Basically, I don't think I updated you on how my property exam went. So it's actually been a while since I last talked to you guys, because my last exam that I took was over the past weekend, and it is now May 6th. And the last exam I took was technically I had my property exam last Friday, and then I had my international law exam over the weekend. And so I didn't really like update you guys after the exam because I was so dead, and like I didn't really have that feeling after crim. But after the property one, I just finished and I was just like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I'm just not. Okay, sorry, that was a hot mess because Rue is at Village Vets right now, or not Village Vets, but Rue is at the daycare right now because I cannot watch her while I'm taking my exam. And so I'm literally like trying to watch her on the live video and see what's happening. And it looks like my classmate's dog is also there, and it looks like he's like getting bullied, and I just don't know what's going on. This is too much. She's not gonna clean up. My dog literally just pooped everywhere. So I'm like, is she not gonna clean it up? I didn't update you guys, 1, after my property exam, 2, before, during, after my international law exam. And so that format was a little bit different because with all the other exams, like when the exam is released at whatever, like 10, I have to take the exam at that time, and then I have either 3 or 4 hours to finish it. But for my international law exam, it was a take-home style, so I just had like 72 hours to complete it, so I could start it on Thursday when it was released, as long as I finished and turned it in by May 2nd. And all of these were allowed to use our notes, we're allowed to use our outlines, same situation from last semester. The thing was, my crim exam was last Wednesday, then my property exam was the following Friday, and the international law exam was released on Thursday. I opened it, but y'all know I did not take that exam on Thursday. So it was just a little stressful because I didn't do it on Thursday. Friday, I was only focused on property, obviously, because I had to take that exam. And then after property, I had the rest of Friday, but I was just so beat afterwards. I was just like, I don't really, like, I know I should start on this international law exam, but all I could do was just lay in bed. Like, I did not know what to do with my body. And then my friends and I went and just got some food. And then I came home and I basically just watched TV and went to bed because I was just exhausted. So then I was like, you know what, I will just focus on international law all of Saturday, get it done. It was like writing a paper basically, but I had to respond to 2 questions. And so I was like, you know what, let me just try and knock it out all day Saturday. Y'all, when I have a deadline, sometimes that's like, it was just hard because the other exams, you have to be so, like, the adrenaline sort of helps you get through the fact that you have only 3 or 4 hours to finish this whole exam. Because, like, if you really think about it, all of them are like writing essays. So all my exams are essays technically. It's just that I have, you know, there's this understanding that it's not going to be great or perfect grammar or anything like that because you're writing it in 3 to 4 hours. So you're just trying to get information out on there. But when you have 72 hours to do it, it feels like it needs to be perfect. So I think I was just stressing all Saturday, just like trying to make it sound really good, trying to go through all my notes and make sure I was trying to use like as much information as possible. It was tough. Like, I thought you would think that having more time to complete an assignment is better, but sometimes more time means more stressing, more overthinking, as opposed to just getting down everything that you know and then just letting the good Lord above take care of the rest. So yeah, I was stressed out a little bit by that, and I was just really tired because by that point, okay, I had like on Sunday I had finished 3 exams, and I was just trying to find the courage, the motivation, whatever, to get to today. And so it's funny thinking about it now, where I was, what mental state I was in last weekend compared to how I'm feeling now. Like, I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling much more, obviously I'm feeling much more hopeful because the exam is today, but I don't know. It was just hard, and I was gonna film, and I just decided against it because I was in a very emotional state, and I do want you all to see the reality. I do want you guys to know that it's hard and stuff, and like not sugarcoat everything, but I just I didn't want a camera in front of my face. I did not want to talk about how I was feeling lonely. Like, I was feeling lonely. My family, you know, I was actually missing my family. It's hard because, like, yes, you have friends here and you're all, you know, your study group and all that stuff, like, you're all doing it together, but I'm in my apartment doing my exam alone. Like, it's it can be a little disheartening, and I just didn't want to film it, so I ruled against it and just decided I was going to talk about it when I was a little bit more removed from the situation, had a little bit more perspective, and it was a little less dramatic, because in the moment it was just more dramatic because I was sleep deprived, I was tired. I ended up spending all day Saturday working on it, and then it was due Sunday at 12, and then I basically was working on it all morning on Sunday. So I turned it in, everything's fine. It just felt like it was dragging, and I was just like, getting a little stressed out. But we're here now, y'all. We got our coffee. Okay, obviously we're set with the coffee. I'm about to sit at that desk, and like I normally do before like every single exam, write on my whiteboard, just write everything out that I can kind of just like spill it from my brain right now. Weirdly enough, it's like a really good warm-up for me, and it helps me just get the nerves out a little bit if I just write everything out onto the whiteboard. Like, rarely do I actually use the information that's up there because it's pretty much what's on my outline, but it's like I just write it out, and it helps me just feel, I don't know, it just helps me feel better. So that's what I do as sort of like a pre-exam thing, is just write everything on the board. I burn incense, pray, and listen to some music, and that's pretty much gonna be it. Like, I don't really film those parts because they're like very, you know, there's personal things that I like to do for myself, but I just wanted you guys to know we have 24 hours. This exam will be open for 24 hours, but it only takes 3 hours. So at any time of the day we can choose to take it, but once we start the exam we'll have 3 hours to complete it. So it's kind of nice because you can kind of slot it, you know, if you feel like you want to keep studying today, you could take the exam like later on in the afternoon, because technically you just have to get it in before 11:59. But for me personally, I'm trying to be done with my first year, so I am going to get that bad boy over with at 9 o'clock, so that way I can be done by 12 and maybe celebrate with a little drinky drink. I have some things ready in the fridge, and I'ma just come over here, plop my butt on the couch, and just soak in the fact that I am done. So this last exam is constitutional law. Like I said, I'm just gonna do my pre-exam stuff, My friend and I are gonna take it at the same time so we don't feel lonely in it, you know, since you're allowed to choose whenever you want to do it. I was like, I still need to know that somewhere out there someone's doing it with me. So we're gonna do it at the same time from 9 to 12. And then I'm done, you guys. Like, I'm done with exams for this year. And I'm just so, I don't know. I can't really give you the words right now, but just know it feels amazing. And I haven't even finished yet. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go for it. I will update you guys. I will actually update you guys after this one, and I will let you know how it went. You can see it on the other side, guys. Pray for me. Okay, you guys, it's it. That's done. It's a wrap. I can't believe that I can truly say that I have finished, but I did it. We are done. I have actually changed outfits completely from what I was wearing before because I'm now going to go get my nails done. This was all the plan, you guys. Like, the whole plan was finish the exam by 12 o'clock. We've got our nail appointment at 1. We're ready to go. We're ready to rip, ready to run. I look crazy still, but that's okay because before I do anything tonight, I'll probably, you know, like take the time to get ready and shit. So I won't like stress out about that part, but I'm gonna go get my nails done, go and get my toes done, and that's it. Like, after that, I can't be responsible for whatever happens tonight, so I'm just gonna let you guys know that that's the vibes that I'm on. Whatever happens, happens. I am just so glad to be done, so glad that this is over with. I gave it my all. It wasn't crazy. You know, a lot of the hypo was stuff that I knew. I just changed locations, but I really did feel like I didn't get necessarily caught off guard. A lot of the issues I felt like, okay, I had at least seen this and other hypos that I looked at, or, you know, I felt confident that my outline would provide me with at least enough information if I felt like maybe that wasn't something I had studied a lot. I felt sufficiently prepared, and I felt definitely, if I were to rank it, I felt the best about crim. Maybe I would put con law right underneath crim, because I felt like I understood all of the issues for the most part. Obviously, analyzing it is going to be the biggest task. Like, just how good is your analysis going to be? And then after that, I would put international law. No, I would put property and then international law, only because, yes, I had a lot of time for international law, but I genuinely felt like I understood property more. It was just that there was a lot of facts in our hypos. International law was just the worst experience by far because of the way it was structured. So that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna open my bag now because I got myself something sneaky as a present. As you will see, I even gave myself a note, so I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm also gonna FaceTime my sister back. Let's see what she says. She should be in school. Wait a minute, why aren't you in school?
I told you about my tummy.
So you got to go home?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, do you want to see me open the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
Congrats.
I was gonna FaceTime you earlier today because I wanted to jam out with you like I did with my exams last semester.
Why didn't you?
Because I didn't remember what cute. I didn't remember what time you go to school. Okay, I don't know how to. Okay, I gave myself a little note here. I'm not gonna tell you what it says because that's for myself and myself only. So I gave myself a little note because that's what you do when you are a bad bee who gives themselves presents. Oh my gosh, I don't want to ruin it. But you know what? F it. Oh ho ho ho! Oh ho! The Bottega!
Yes.
Look at her!
I don't speak Spanish.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, she's pretty.
She's giving fluid. She's giving
She's giving
inclusive. She's giving texture. Oh. Wow.
She feels good.
She's giving so much. Oh, shoot. Hello. So I left you guys on a really random note, and it was after my last exam. I'm just gonna show you guys what happened after my exam here. Just gonna include that.
That's it. Yeah, gang. Okay, so as you can see, that's why I really just did not come back to the camera. And basically after my exam, I was talking to my family, celebrating, being so happy that I was done, and then went and got my nails done, which they came out really cute. Very happy with how they turned out. I even got my eyelashes done while I was there. I just cut my hair myself today, so a lot of new things, a lot of crazy things. I was feeling just like, I went to a tattoo parlor, guys. Like, I was just feeling like just doing some dumb stuff. Well, not, for me, getting a tattoo is not dumb. Like, I really do, I did want another tattoo, but it's just like, there was just something about being done, about just like not having to be caged in anymore. I just wanted to be outside. I wanted to run around in the streets. Like, I just wanted to do everything that I couldn't do over the past month and a half being so locked into school. Basically finished on Thursday and today is Sunday, so from Thursday to Sunday it's really just been celebrations. Also, you know, like my friends and I went out to dinner, we had a little get together, I got to dress up, and I don't really have any footage, any like videos. I didn't vlog or anything while I was doing that stuff, because honestly guys, like recording for the past month has been really tough for me, because one, my mood has been really up and down, and so I really would hate to keep coming to the camera being like, you know, I obviously want to show you guys the realness, but I hated coming to the camera and being such a Debbie Downer. Like, it just really, I don't like editing footage like that, and it just makes me sad, and it makes me feel like I don't know, I just don't like rewatching it. But I also know that it's important for you guys to know what this is really like, and how it can take a toll on your mental, and how it's okay for that to happen. Like, it's supposed to be hard, and it's supposed to, you know, challenge you, so it's okay to feel, you know, it's okay to feel the way that I felt. It's just that I also just didn't want to have a camera in my face. Like, I didn't want to have to record it. I was really tired. I barely had time to take care of myself. Like, I was, you know, my hair was looking brazy, as you saw in the previous clips. And that's how I've been feeling for like a month straight, was like feeling just like a bum, not dressing up. Like, you know, sometimes I would try to like look cute for the day just so I could feel, you know, like it was, like, obviously I'm not going to school, but you know, just something to like wake me up and make me feel like, okay, I'm getting something done today, I'm gonna do this or whatever. So it just wasn't vibes, you guys, and so I really didn't want to record it. I didn't want to bring the mood down on my channel, but I do know that I really want to try and be as authentic as possible for you, and really give you the genuine experience of what this can be like. But I think I was a little selfish in that sense, that I really wanted to protect my own space, and, you know, school was already stressful enough, and having to be on for a camera and, you know, edit and stuff, it just wasn't what I needed. So I'm sure you guys understand this, because this is, you know, this is real, this is life experience, period. It's not just what people in law school experience. I feel very refreshed now, so I hope you can see that. I feel much more refreshed. I feel much more like I'm ready to film again, ready to edit vlogs and sit down videos. So I can't wait to recap this past semester and just the whole first year. I'm trying to find more creative ways to do that, so that I'm not just giving you my only perspective. I know I said last semester
semester I would give you guys more perspective. So I really want to, you know, find a creative way to kind of summarize everything and how it went down. And sometimes I can't always think about all aspects of the experience alone. So I'll either try and like gather questions and or answers from my friends here, and maybe at other law schools too, or I will try and get them on a video. So it's kind of hard now that we're all going to be working summer jobs and going to be, not everyone's going to be in Atlanta together, but for the most part, you know, we will be here, and I'm going to try and do my best. I'm also excited to start vlogging for my job, you know, just taking you guys along that journey with me as well. It's remote for the most part, but still you'll be able to see what that's like, having a summer internship for what, you know, as a 1L, well, 2L now. Okay. And yes, so that's, yeah, I'm very, very excited, and I'm gonna try and also just like bring you guys along for some of the other like fun stuff that I do this summer. I am planning on doing some traveling with some of my classmates from school and some of my friends from home. I plan on going home as well, so I definitely want to just like take you guys along for the ride, you know, vlog preparing for work, and answer some of your questions about what that is like, and then just continue to reach, you know, connect with you guys over the summer, those who are applying for this next upcoming cycle. You know, anything that I can do for you guys, please shoot me a DM at BexNotBex, or email my the email that's in the description box. Just reach out to me if you need to have, you know, somebody look over your personal statements, your diversity statements, if you have any questions about the process, when to apply, you know, if you're just trying to decide where to apply, just like whatever it is. I'm gonna have more time, and I really want to, you know, use as much of this time as possible to help you guys, because once August rolls around again, we're back to it. So let's take advantage of this time that we have to connect with each other and to talk about the process, and just, you know, give you some sort of relief, in whatever way I can. So yes, today I'm dressed up because I'm going to brunch with one of my family members. It's Mother's Day. Sadly, I am not home, but that's because I'm getting my second COVID shot tomorrow, and I wanted to be fully vaccinated before I go home so that I can see everyone. I want to be able to see all my cousins, my grandparents, everybody, and if I wasn't fully vaccinated, I think that would be a little trickier, or, you know, I wouldn't be able to like be as close to them. So I decided I was gonna try to go home as soon as possible so that I could get my COVID shot instead, and then I will go home next weekend. So stay tuned to BexNotBex. I'll be posting more on there as well. I'll be more active, and just thank you guys for being there. Thank you so much. Your encouragement throughout this whole thing has been so incredible, and I'm so blessed that, you know, making this account really gave me the community that I needed to get through this, because especially being home alone, doing school online, like, it's very easy to feel really lonely in the process, and very easy to get down on yourself. And especially if you're like you know, very critical of yourself like I tend to be, it's very easy to just hear only what you're thinking about yourself. And so when I have people in my DMs, you know, wishing me luck, praying for me before exams, congratulating me after exams, with the brief, like every single step of the way, you guys were cheering me on, and you have no idea how much it really means. And I can't always express it over Instagram, but it really means a lot, because you know, I tend to be very negative, to be honest, of myself, and it's very easy to have imposter syndrome here. I don't think there's been anything that's made me more insecure than law school. Honestly, I think that's just called being challenged for once, and that's okay, and it's good to feel that way. I mean, it's good to experience that. I will recap more of that obviously at the end, when I finally make that video about the first year. But I just wanted to let you guys know one more time, thank you so much. You mean the world to me, because each one of you have really become my friends, especially the ones who I talk to on Instagram. So I'm just very grateful, is what I'm really trying to say, and I'm excited to continue filming over the summer, continue talking to you guys, and yeah, just stay tuned for the next video, and I will see you guys then.